Hey yo, what's good YouTube? In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to create a successful YouTube faceless video. So with what I'm going to show you guys in this video, you're going to just need a few steps to create the video. Unlike the ones you've been seeing on YouTube, where you have to go through rigorous processes before you come up with a video. But with what I have here, you just need 1 or 2 clicks in order to get a video done. So all I need you all to do is to please like this video, share to anyone you think might want to start a faceless YouTube instead of doing YouTube like the way I'm doing it right now. So do that, share and like. Then if you need a monetized YouTube channel, you can reach out to me on Instagram at DonTinTV and we get a monetized YouTube channel from me. So with that being said, let's dive into this video. So this is Social Blade, and I believe a lot of people watching this knows about Social Blade. So you can use it to track channels and other social media profiles. So this is for a channel called Laws and Crime Network, Law and Crime Network, right? This channel is actually making at least $5 million in a year, $416,000 in a month, and roughly $11,000 in a day. Okay, it goes up and ranges, right? This they made $29,000, $14,000, and so on. So, but then, how do you actually make your own $500 in a month? I mean, $1,000 in a month, $10,000 in a month. I mean, it's a reasonable start, okay, instead of hoping to make this money, okay, because it will take you a lot of time, all right? So now, let's go over to YouTube, okay? Let's go over to YouTube and see their channel. Okay, so this is what their channel looks like. And before you stand a chance of getting what they are getting, then you need to have posted up to 20,000 videos. I mean, not really, but technically, you need to be there for a very good number of time, a very long period of time, in order to get all these stats, 6 million subscribers and so on. So, but then, like I said, how do you start making your own $10,000 and $1,000 in a month? I mean, for a reasonable start. So you can see they post about 10 videos in a day. So you can see the last 24 hours, which started here. So this is the last one day. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they have 9 videos posted in the last 24 hours. And I believe they're still going to post more. Okay. So how do you actually, make videos like this? And most of these videos are faceless videos. So how do you actually, come up with a content like this in order to stand a chance to get the same number of views they're getting, right? So now, for example, I'll use this video for example. So just go ahead and click on it. Okay, so you can actually copy exactly what they are doing. There's one rule on YouTube: do what your competitors are doing and you stand a chance. Do what your competitors are doing and you stand a chance. But that doesn't mean that if your competitor is posting like 10 videos in a day, you should start up today and start posting 10 videos a day. That doesn't mean that if you start today or if you're starting up today, you should start posting 10 videos in a day. You're not going to do well. I mean, you're going to hurt your channel. Okay. Now, but then let me show you how you can post at least 1 video in a day. That is the recommended number for startups. At least 1 video in a day. Okay. So, but before that, I want you guys to do me a favor. Just go ahead and install a plugin called Keyword Everywhere. It's a keyword tool. Okay, just install the extension, go to your Chrome and search for it and install it. Okay, so after installing it, it's going to look like this. So after installing it, it will become functional on YouTube, right? You can go ahead and tag it, or rather pin it here, pin it in your extension box or toolbox so that it will be visible here. Okay, you don't have to look for it, just go ahead and pin it. Okay, so with that being said, go back to your YouTube. Go back to YouTube. Now, after installing that extension, it's going to, show up here. So you can see where we'll have summarized this video. Before I proceed, the extension is totally free. The paid version is for, extended usage, all right? But for what we need it for, it's going to serve us for free. This extension is actually going to give you 3 options. So that option is actually going to help you generate your transcript. So the first one is to use ChatGPT, use Cloudy, or use Gemini. So I use ChatGPT a lot. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on use ChatGPT. Okay, now when you click on it, what it does is that it's going to open up ChatGPT. Of course, you should be registered on ChatGPT. So it's going to send ChatGPT a prompt. So that prompt is going to, okay, it has done it already. You can see I did not do all of this. It's doing it on its own. So this is the prompt that the extension sent to ChatGPT after clicking on that. You can see summarize the transcript of a YouTube video in 10 bullet points. The video is by Law and Crime. network, and it's titled key count. Okay, key cut ruling will keep the dog behind bars. The entire transcript is given below. So it's going to give ChatGPT the whole transcript of the video, and it's going to summarize it in 10 bullet points, which is very nice, right? Which is very, very nice. So now, what you now have to do is to tell ChatGPT, okay, from this whole transcript summary, I need a story from my celebrity news YouTube channel. Okay, you can do that, but then I'm going to give you guys a prompt that I usually use. I'm just going to copy it from one of my videos. Okay, so this is the past one I sent to ChatGPT. So just go ahead and copy this prompt. So I'm going to copy it and paste it for you. Okay, so that you don't have to do any other job. So paste it here. So this, let me read it for you guys. From the transcript summary above, give me a story for my celebrity news channel. Write it in 7th grade English. Do for number 1 to 4. Do not conclude at the end. Allow for continuation. Make it very, very long and avoid going outside the transcript. So what you have to do now is to go ahead and copy the number 1 to 4. Copy number 1 to 4. Go ahead and paste it here. Okay, so then send it as a command. So ChatGPT is going to analyze it and generate a story for you. All right, it's going to analyze it and generate a story for you. So now let's wait for it. So while we're waiting for it, I'm going to copy a command for the second task we're going to give it, of course. So the second one is do this for, okay, let me just copy it here, here, so here. Copy. And okay, it's still writing. Okay, so you can see that it has done justice to this. So let's paste the command here. And while this one is done, you can just go ahead and copy everything. Copy everything that we have here. Copy. And then open up your Google Doc. So Google Doc is to enable you to paste it and organize it and arrange it by yourself. Okay, so let's paste the whole thing we copied here. We pasted it, and then let's return back to ChatGPT so that you can see do the same thing for numbers 5 to 7. Continue from where 1 to 4 ended. Do not conclude at the end. Do not repeat any point you have added in number 1 to 4. Okay, it's a simple command. Then go ahead and copy from your 5 to your number 7, right? Copy. And then, just add it here. And then send. Okay, so pasted it and then go ahead and send. So if you send it, it's going to continue just like a continuation, and then give you the rest of the story. Okay, it's very, very simple, and I'm trying to make this as open and as straightforward as possible so that you don't have to face any challenge while you are working on your own project. So with this, you're going to cut a lot of costs, right? You're going to cut a lot of costs. Before people will tell you to, okay, go to Fiverr, look for script writers, generate scripts, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you can do all of those if you have the money to spend. But if you don't have all the money to spend, I think you want to do this for yourself, right? So now let's go ahead and copy the last command, which is for the last one. So I'm just going to use another one. So the last prompt you want to send it is do same for 8 to 10. Do not repeat any information you made in the previous numbers. Make it very long, right? So now go ahead and copy your 8 to 10 from the summary. So this is number 8 to 10. Okay, let's go ahead and copy it again. Copy. Okay, go ahead and paste it here. And then send the prompt to ChatGPT to work on it. Okay, while he's working on it, then we'll copy the number 5 to 7. Copy. Number 5 to 7. Copy. And then go to your Google Doc and then paste it there. Okay. Then go back to ChatGPT and copy the last part, and it's still working on it. copy the last part. Okay, and then paste it here. Okay, so now we're going to run a word count on everything we've done. So go to tools and then go to word count, and you can see we have 2,000 words article here. And now one thing with 2,000 words is going to give you like a little bit above 10 minutes. So they're looking at a 15 minutes video here, but if you want to keep it within 10 minutes or 10 minutes, just make sure the words are around 1,000 to 1,600. Okay, then it's going to give you a 10 minutes video. But if you want it to be longer, I mean, longer videos are better, right? Longer videos performs better. I mean, I stand to be corrected, but in most cases, longer videos stand to perform better, because right now YouTube is trying to, compete with Netflix, if that makes sense. Okay, so now we're done generating everything. Now you can go ahead and tell ChatGPT to conclude if you want to add a conclusion, which I don't really fancy, but then you can just tell it to give you a conclusion. Give me a conclusion of the whole story, the whole transcript. Okay, the whole story, just read the whole story. Okay, but I don't fancy adding conclusion because it's just going to end up making the whole thing longer. I only use conclusion when I don't hit my target number. That is, if after everything the number doesn't get to 10 minutes or 20 minutes, depending on the number I'm targeting, then I can just use this to finish it up. So just go ahead and copy and paste. Okay, so now we should be looking at around 2,000 plus 2,300, right? So this is good. Now the next thing you want to do is to open up 11 labs, right? Okay, now so there are a lot of voices in 11 labs. I can't overemphasize on it. I mean, I can't even show you guys how to look for voices and all that. I mean, I've done a video on that, but I'm just gonna roughly or quickly do this. So if you come to 11 labs, there are a lot of voices. Just go ahead and click on these settings, or rather, I don't know how it's gonna look like when you register newly, but this is a paid version, and I'm currently using the 100,000 units. Okay, I'm currently using the 100,000 units. You can get the 30,000 for $8. You can use it for free. They'll give you free 10,000 units, which is not almost. I mean, you can get a 10 minutes video from there, but after that, you have to upgrade. Okay, so now when you come to voice or text to speech, go ahead and select a voice. To come to your settings, go ahead and click on voices. So there are a lot of voices here. Then if you're not having all the whole options, just come to voice changer. Okay, if you come to voice changer, you can select a voice that you need by clicking here. If you click here, you have a lot of voices, a lot of them, a lot of voices here, a lot of voices. So you can select anyone you want, and it's going to be added to your settings. Okay, so I'm just going to head back to text to speech, so that I will show you guys how to come up with a very, very standard AI voice. So people will be like, YouTube cannot monetize AI voices, blah, blah, blah. It's a total lie. I mean, they actually monetize AI voices. All right. So once you're here, go ahead and start copying what you've done here from your Google Doc. I mean, you can actually go through them, check for any mistake or any error whatsoever that you don't like. You can eliminate it. Okay. So now let's go ahead and copy this. So you can copy it in parts. Don't copy all of them at once. Just copy. Then come here and then paste it. Okay, so when you paste it, just go ahead and click on generate. So give it a moment to generate.
In a case that has captivated fans and critics alike, rapper Lil Durk, whose real name is Dirk Banks, is at the center of a major legal battle. The internationally known artist is facing serious federal charges that could change his life forever.
So this is crazy, I know. Like, this is exactly what these guys are doing. Okay, this is something I do. This is something that a lot of people are doing under me, and they're getting results. The truth is that the result might not really start coming immediately, but then eventually the results will come, right? You can be lucky and have results immediately, but then things can go sideways for you. It takes time to build, right? So it's more like you started a business today. You might not really see the desired result today, but subsequently you'll see the result eventually. So now when this whole thing is done translating or generating the speech, go ahead and download it. Okay, go ahead and click on download. It's going to be downloaded. That's downloaded. Okay, so this is it. Okay, these are the ones I've done in the past. So this is to show you that this is something I do every day. This is one day ago. I have like different accounts for 11 labs. Okay, so now let's assume that you're done generating all the whole text. That if you converted everything to speech, right? So the next thing you want to do is to go to your editing software, right? Once you open your editing software, you can use CapCut to do this. You can use any editing software that you're very, very conversant with. So the next thing you want to do is to just go ahead and import all the whole things you've actually compiled. So I'm just going to use the complete one. So just select all of them accordingly, the way you downloaded them. So select all of them and then open it. So if you open it, it's going to be added to your timeline. Okay, it's going to be imported here. So go ahead and add that to your timeline. So accordingly, you can import them so that you don't make any mistake. Import. So once you're done importing them, you don't have to do any other thing. No editing, right? Go ahead and export it. Okay, so when you click on export, go ahead and click on MP3. Then when you click on MP3, give it a title. So that you don't mistake it. So, for example, what we're working on is Leodoc. So you can just give it Leodoc story. Okay, so Leodoc story and then export. Okay, it's going to be saved on your PC. And the next thing you want to do is to look for a video editor, right? So this is where you're going to be spending money if you don't know how to edit. I'm not going to teach you guys how to edit because I myself, I don't do the editing myself. I have editors that I pay and they do this job for me. Like I said, this is business and you want to handle it as one. So you cannot do everything on your own. You have to invest. Yeah? So, but this time you're not investing in me. You're not paying me any money. You're going to be paying your editor. So go on Fiverr and look for editor, right? When I started with Fiverr, but Fiverr is a little bit expensive because you're starting up, you don't have enough finance to, push everything. So what you want to do is to look for a standard editor, right? So it can be your friend, it can be a random guy that is editing. I mean, you can offer him, $5, right? $5, $7, $10 max, right? $10 max to, edit your videos for you. And look for a reasonable amount that you can actually, work with over time. Don't go and, cut a deal that will actually tear your pocket. So go on Fiverr, right? So if you go on Fiverr, you can look for video editors, Faceless channel, Faceless YouTube video editors. So like I said, I no longer use Fiverr. I have editors that are based in Nigeria and are doing very well. Okay, so if you go here, you can see a lot of people that are offering to edit videos for you. $10 and $10 is around 17,000 in Nigeria, but you can look for a better deal for 10,000 naira and so on. Okay, so you can decide to message them, but then this $10 is probably for a 5 minutes or 3 minutes video. If you're looking for a longer video, they're going to charge you way more than that. All right, so click on this. Click on this. You can see up to 1 minute running time, blah blah blah, for $10, which is very crazy. For standard, $25 for up to 5 minutes, faceless, blah blah blah, very crazy. All right. So I mean, these guys, people don't actually pay them for this. Okay, people don't actually pay them for this. All right, you can just message them and beat them lower. Okay, but I mean, all these USA guys can actually pay them all they want, but then for we Nigerian guys, I mean, our currency is messed up, so we'll have to look for a way to cut down costs. So you can message them, okay, I'm going to pay you. You can contact him. Hello, buddy. I'm going to pay you. Okay. Hello, buddy. I am going to pay you. $10. for my 10 minutes or 15 minutes video, whichever one, 10 minutes video. Hope that's cool. I hope that's okay. So go ahead and send it to them, and then they will give you a response. And once you guys cut a deal, then all you have to do is to go ahead and send them the audio, right? Go ahead and send them the audio and then the link to the video. So what you have to do is, come here, click on this. So you click on it, go to where you exported. So I've exported already, and the name is Leo Dog Story. So this is it. So click on it and it will be imported here, and then go ahead and copy the link to the video that you're sending to them. So this is the link. So I'm going to just go ahead and copy it, and then come here and send it to them, send it to him, paste the link here, send it to them. Okay, so I've sent it to him, sent the voice over and the link to him. And another thing I want to do is, okay, let me type well. I want it to be delivered today. Yeah, and if I like your work, I will place order daily. Now, this is very simple, right? Send it to him, and anytime he comes online, he's going to read it. He's already online. Just give him a time or a moment to reply. Now, if you want to actually get the best deal, look for people that are starting up, right? People that don't really have a lot of reviews. Okay, you can see these guys, they have crazy reviews, 126, 200, and blah, blah. Now, you can look for people that are starting up, right? Probably with lower reviews and all. I mean, it's obvious they can edit, just that they probably didn't deliver for the first person or whatsoever that happened for the first person that gave them the review. Probably all those people that have three, you can see, just three reviews, and it's just $5, all right? So it's obvious that this person is starting up. This one is only 2 reviews. So if you tell him to edit 10 minutes video for $5, he can do that as long as you give him 5 stars, okay? So just like that, he can start up, right? So it's actually a very, very good way of, starting up. And they're going to be editing the thumbnail as well, right? Don't make the mistake of, okay, this guy already replied. So like I said, look for lower guys. This guy has done a lot of works and he has sent money already. So he's not going to accept the deal. He's not going to accept the deal because of probably his workload and all that. But either ways, if he doesn't want to accept it, go and look for someone else and make sure you cut a very nice deal for yourself. Okay? Don't go and cut something that will, tear your pocket. All right. So that is basically how to do this. And once the video is ready, you're going to go ahead and download it and post it to your channel. Okay? Then the thumbnail design, just go ahead and tell the person to, okay, since this thumbnail is looking like this, let my own thumbnail look like this, but let it be another picture of Leo Duck on a different background. Then your title should look something like this. Key cost ruling will keep Leo Duck behind bars. You can make your title to look exactly like this, but you have to change some things, right? Use synonymous words. Okay, you can use something like key court order will keep Leo Duck in prison, right? Something like that. So that way you don't actually copy and paste exactly what your competitors are doing. So with this being said, I don't want to bore you guys further. I mean, I've not been boring you guys actually. I've been putting out values here. So with this, I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Stay safe and peace out.